Hey, it's me, Stephanie Marie. Thanks for tuning in. What did y'all have for breakfast today? Me, I just had some steak, grits, and a side of cheesy eggs. I hope y'all get y'all something to eat before you go to school, work, or whatever you have to do today, because it's time for Porch Talk with Stephanie Marie. Today's topic is, once again, something that everyone or most of y'all can relate to, most of y'all that are parents, is when you have family members that try to tell you how to raise your children. You know, when you have a baby, of course, everybody thinks that you need their advice. Even those who don't even have kids, they got so much advice. Everybody's a parenting expert when you have a baby, and they try to tell you so much. And you know, when you first have a baby, you're kind of open to taking people's advice. But you know, I find myself as a mother of 4 children, people still trying to tell me what to do. And my sister, she only has one baby, but she feels like she's the Einstein of parenting, and she can tell you, you know, what she thinks is right or what you're doing wrong as a parent, even though you've been doing this. You know, I've been a parent for 12 years. My oldest son is 12. So I've been a parent for 11 times longer than she has, but she loves to tell me how my parenting sucks or what I can be doing different. So you know, I feel like it's one or two or three in every family. And I know they have that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. So a lot of times your family feel like they're entitled to give you advice or tell you how to raise your kids or tell you how they were raised, even though a lot of people don't raise their children the way that they were raised or the way that their parents were raised. Times have changed. You know, a lot of people believe in corporal punishment, which is spanking. A lot of people don't. Me, I'm kind of on the fence either way. I feel like, you know, I spank my children if it's something very, very important. I don't whoop them every day. I don't whoop them 3 times a week. It just depends. I don't use that unless it's like break the glass in case of an emergency. I don't use that all the time. My children generally, I do punishments or I take away stuff. But the main thing that I get criticized for as a parent is my youngest children. They're 3 and 4. My 4-year-old is having trouble using the bathroom. She's having some bladder control issues. And my family's all, I mean, they're all, won't you just whoop her butt? You need to beat her tail and she'll stop peeing on herself. But that's not the way I want to do it. That's not the route I want to go. And then my 3-year-old, he's special needs. He has visual impairments, and they have no compassion. Oh, he's not retarded. You treating him like he's retarded. You're handicapping him. Well, first off, he can't even barely speak. He can say a couple words, but mostly he's crying and pointing at stuff. But they feel like he should be using the bathroom, and I'm like, well, hold on. Let's just break it down. Okay, I'm the parent. I'm working with their schools. I'm the one buying all the pull-ups and underwear. Let me make a decision on when I want my children on the pot. Of course, I would love to potty train my baby at 2 months old like everybody else, but every child is different. This is what parents have to remember, that every child is different. You know, you might have a baby that potty trained at 10 months, and you might have one that might take 2 years. It's different for every child, and everybody's child isn't a baby genius. Everybody's child is not doing gymnastics at 8 months old. Everybody's baby's not walking at 7 months. You know, it's just people love to throw that in your face when you're trying to raise your children. Oh, my child was potty trained by the time they turned 1. Well, thank you. I'm so happy. Let me stand up and clap for you. Give you a round of applause. But everybody's child is not on the same level. They're not on that same time. Every child has their own individual development. So you can't base that on that. But my family, they just criticize me so bad to where it hurts my feelings, but I just say, okay, I'm not taking any parenting advice today, okay? Give me your parenting advice Monday through Friday, 8 to 3. Because, you know, it'd be like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. I'm not taking any advice after 3 o'clock. Like, because they just love to say, Stephanie, when is you, they going to be 8 years old still pissing on themselves. And then you feel, you know, like a failure as a parent when you're doing your best as a parent. And they don't even know your child's limits. They don't know your child's strengths. All they know is they tired of seeing a pull-up on your baby's butt. But it's your child. I'm the one wiping the crap out of his crack. I'm the one throwing away soak pissy diapers. I'm the one at the store spending $10 on pull-ups. So I think I need to be the one that makes the decision that, you know, that I'm just the one that knows what they need. I know what I need to do, and I'm comfortable with their development. I think they're smart, they're beautiful, they're bright. They need some help getting on the pot, but I have faith that they're going to be on there by Christmas. If not, well, they'll be on there by New Year's. If not, they'll be on there by Valentine's Day. They're going to get on the pot and they're going to use it. And I believe my 3-year-old, who has the speech problems and the visual impairments, I believe he's going to use that bathroom when he gets ready. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to be 8 years old. He can be 3.5. He can be close to 4, but he's going to be potty trained before he turns 4. And I really believe that. I believe that children do things when they get ready. You know, like my son, the one that's 3, he stopped sucking a bottle when he was 6 months. He stopped sucking a pacifier way before the other kids did. He stopped at like a year old. So he's very independent in a certain sense. So I feel like, you know, he knows when it's time, and he's gonna do it on his own time. And you know, when I see people raising their children, I always say, you can raise your children the way you want to, but you know, some people just feel like they have to give you their opinions, and they have to criticize you, and they don't know that it breaks you down, or to me, it hurts me as a parent when families say things like that or make jokes and everybody's laughing, or you can hear them talking about you while you're in the bathroom. This happened at my mom's house. And I was in there changing this pull-up, and they were in there just saying, that don't make no sense. You know, I can just hear everything they're saying. And it just makes me feel like, wow, these are the people that's supposed to love me, and they're in here talking about me like a dog in the street. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, there's a thing about it takes a village to raise a child. And I don't think that means just criticizing and giving your advice about what you think all the time. It's about helping people. That means you see somebody struggling with 2 kids, to go to the grocery store, offer to babysit, or go to the store for them, or go with them. You know, it means lending a helping hand. It doesn't mean always giving your snooty, snidey, I'm uppity opinion about their parental their parental faculties. That don't mean to talk about somebody. That means to lend a helping hand. So I'm just wondering if there's anyone out there that feels this way about, you know, their children. Or do you find yourself being very opinionated about someone else's children? You know, if you see somebody's child that's sort of bad, you might say, oh gosh, she need to whoop his butt. Okay, that's your personal thoughts. But if you walk up to that person and say, ma'am, you need to kick off in his butt, then yeah, you'd be wrong, because you shouldn't come at her. For one, you don't know that person, and 2, it's none of your business. But, you know, it's just, I just feel like, you know, family sometimes will hurt you or break you down when it comes to parenting. When you're doing something you've never done before and you're trying to do it a certain way, you have to raise your children the way you want to and be comfortable in what you're doing. I don't believe in always whooping my kids. I don't believe in cursing them out all the time. I'm sorry, I said all the time. But I don't believe in cursing at them, calling them names type of stuff. Now, I might say, sit your, I might say something like that, but I don't just call them all type of sorry bastards or anything like that. I don't do all that. I'm just, trying to do the best I can as a parent. My mom raised us. She had a very soft hand. I maybe got like 3 whoopings in my whole life. I didn't get a lot of that. So I don't use a lot of that. I mean, if you got a lot when you growing up, you might use it. You might not. But just remember, you raise your children the way that you feel comfortable and follow your heart. And if somebody gives advice, you can tell them, hey, look, I appreciate your advice. I appreciate your concern, but let me do this. This is my job. Let me do it. But I appreciate you all listening. Just remember, we're always taking shout out and song requests on our Facebook page. RP Entertainment's the first word, radio's the second word. Or you can tweet us on Twitter at RPEntRequestline. Or if you want to hear your own voice on our station, you can call us on Uval at RPEntRadio. And make sure you check out Miss Shawn's show every day at 12 Central Standard Time, 12 noon. T-Bella at 6 p.m. DJ Shablass on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. with the DJ Mix. And DJ Byron D on Fridays at 10 p.m. with the Lit Mix. Y'all take care now.